Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and information on Path of Exile. Starting the week with some community showcases, we got some really nice pixel arts, some very nice actual drawings, and even some more flasks, like real life flasks. If you want to see them, definitely check the link I'll put in the description below. Also, we got another episode, which is also the last episode for the build of the week, season 12. This time it's a build made by Captain Garbages, and you can see featuring Crouching Tuna. We are getting into the realm of builds that need more than one player to be actually able to be done and to be executed perfectly. This is a very strong build, which also uses mirror tier items, and GG does not hide that. So it really starts with the fact that you need a lot of money. So if you are going to watch the video, you will see the bow is basically mirror tier. And what does this build? Basically it uses tornado shot, triggering lightning warp, and well, basically it just jumps everywhere, constantly shooting, constantly jumping, constantly being not moving, because if you teleport with lightning warp you are not considered moving. So abuses things like Arctic armor, defenses bonuses, and other ways to just be basically extremely strong, both defensively and offensively. And it's definitely a really fun build to play, although it really costs basically all you have and all you will never have in many leagues. So it's a nice build to close the week. Definitely check it out if you are interested. It's 6 to 8 minutes video, I mean, as usual, and the editing as always is top notch, so definitely recommended. Also, we finally got all the events that are happening in November, and there are 3 events. So first one is the Krangle passives, and we've already seen these. Basically every single passive, so passive skill tree, ascendancy trees, everything is just Krangled. So all of the nodes have been internally scrambled, and you can only see nodes that are adjacent to the ones you have already allocated. Basically you're going in blind with your passive skill tree, but you can wait probably a couple hours or something from the start, and someone will post the full passive tree. That is because it is the same for every player on the server. And one thing to note is that these events will not have an hardcore version, which is why in each event you will lose 5 times the experience upon death, which to some might be a lot, but honestly, just don't die and just get good are the things that come to mind for this. This event is not voided, so you might have fun with that. This is definitely the least interesting event, but I mean, you might want to play it. It's about a week anyway. Second one is a Blast from the Past, and includes 2 previous leagues, so Sentinels and Lake of Calandra. And honestly, doesn't sound that interesting. Lake of Calandra is definitely really boring, for me at least. Sentinels is basically free loot, but the biggest thing here is that Sentinels will grant access to recombinators, and the GGG knows that top-notch players definitely want those recombinators, even for standard. So this event surprisingly is not voided, and this is how GGG grants themselves a player base from this event, which honestly doesn't sound that exciting either. So yeah, PC and consoles will share the prices. That is because consoles honestly doesn't have many players anyway. And also the solo self-founds event, which are available for these events, will only be available on PC. That again is due to the population that's really low on consoles. Anyway, third event is actually pretty interesting, and it is called Shifting Stones. Basically every area in the game will have one of those mechanics, and well, it's basically Torment, Blight, Legion, Delirium, and Beyond. You get one of those coupled with its own keystone that changes the behavior. So if you get a 10 Tormented Spirits, the keystone is the one that lets spirit possess you for 20 seconds. If you get Blight, the keystone is the one that basically makes you do a lot less damage to monsters, but your towers do a lot more damage. And I really like this event mostly because it allows players to try out these different keystones that most likely they haven't tried in the actual league. So this is definitely a really interesting event. This is probably a fun event to try. Tormented Spirits, really good for you. Blight and Legion, you can straight up skip if you don't want. Delirium might be the only one that kind of gatekeeps you if you have a problem with some bosses and you got Delirium on that as well. But again, these mods will change every 15 minutes, so it's not like it will block your progress for a long time anyway. And Beyond is interesting as well. So this is definitely an interesting event. So what did GG think for the players who did not really want to play this event? Well, there are of course prizes that are random drawn as always. The thing is, there's also 2 guaranteed Ancestor mystery boxes per account for reaching level 50 in any 2 of the events. So these will guarantee a baseline population for these events, because I mean, fear of missing out will kick in for a lot of players here. It used to be 1 single mystery box, it now is 2, but you have to participate in 2 events, and these events only last for a week, so you will have to put some time in it to get level 50, unless you are one of those guys who reach level 50 in 1 hour, but that's again like top 1% of players. So then again, it's 2 free mystery boxes, which is free microtransactions. Definitely good stuff there. So you can choose if you want to play some of those events. I definitely recommend the Shifting Stones one, because it's the most fun and definitely the most unique event. And then you can choose the Crangled passive, maybe waiting a bit for the passive skill tree to be revealed, or Blast of the from the Past if you actually enjoyed the Sentinels of Calandra. To be fair, getting to level 50, both Sentinels and Calandra will not even kick in like in full effect, so I think this event here is the least interesting one, but then again, to each their own, and you are able to choose which one you want to play. Definitely check the times out. You can see November 3rd is the first one, November 10th is the second one, and November 17th is the third one. So they're starting with the weekends, so definitely choose the one you want to play, also based on the time you will have available for playing. And also we got another panel from ExileCon 2023. This time is about sound design and music in PoE 2. Definitely really interesting. The music is definitely continuously improving throughout the game, and the same goes for the sound, which can actually make or break the immersion of a game. So that is definitely a really important part, even though not many people give it enough credit. So yeah, definitely a talk that's worth hearing. Again, the usual type of talk that you might want to have in the background while you're playing, but you can also check the video out. Some slides are definitely interesting. Also, we got another FAQ for the November events. If you have a couple more questions, definitely check this out. For example, if you're new to Path of Exile and want to know how this works, you can check out the first question. If you want to know why there's no hardcore or why solo self-found events are only on PC, definitely check out the other one. If you have more questions, of course, check out the rest of the page, which I mean is just random questions like, is it possible to complete the out-of-gate achievements in these events? I mean, did anyone care? I guess someone did if G put it there. Still, interesting stuff coming out next week, but that was all for this week, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, you should subscribe to my channel. That was all. I've been your host Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.